Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Quarterback checking off. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the ground. He's got it again.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it behind the line. It's Sategna. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to blast their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the side.
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's McWilliams. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. It's a draw. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
To throw, it's Green. Going for it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Arkansas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Buys a little time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, Minnesota 0.
The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. On the move at the 30. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hits.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electric.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Green. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
At the 40. Offense facing 4th down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Reads it, fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback.
Here we go.
Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Finds him out of the backfield. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
It's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Green. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Let's see what he can do with the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Defense playing a bail technique. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They're bringing heat, trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Green. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Hawk. Dino.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after it. Lets it fly. Reels it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Arkansas. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2.
42 Spider. Go over.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Might be looking to run. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's James. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box.
Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the punishment has been extended.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
He'll pull it on the read. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 34, Minnesota 8.
Okay, ready?
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pumps it downfield. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Number 11 with the grab.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. Open runway ahead. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Clear. Here we go.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
41, Minnesota 15.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Spencer. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's the handoff. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Caught in the backfield. It's high. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Alert, alert.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit